And here we are at the reviewing area. And here we have Mindwipe from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen on the reviewing area.
And he is after a Nighthawk fighter.
He
I thought it was after a bomber, but I wasn't sure.
Well, his plane mode is called a fighter plane similar to a F-117 Nighthawk stealth ground attack aircraft.
So, okay. Well, he's a stealth fighter. Okay.
And I was like correct of what he appeared in. Of course, not in the live action movie, but he did make an appearance in the IDW movie, live action movie version of the Transformers comics. And
so he's more or less IDW.
More or less
IDW in the... Okay.
Yeah, this version of Mindwipe.
Yes.
We're talking about... Well, the IDW comics that I'm talking about is not the ones that are from the Generation 1 comics, which I'm very familiar with. I'm talking about the other ones, which are from the live action movies. Plus, he did also make an appearance in... Okay, let me know in the comment section below. Do any one of y'all remember watching this Transformers web show or series called Transformers Cyber Missions? Because that's where this guy was from.
So he's from Transformers Cyber Missions.
It's just a show you can watch on YouTube.
Okay, there's so many Transformers in different genres and eras. So when we come across one that does not look familiar, we literally have to find out where this come from.
This version of Mindwipe, not the one from G1, which is a headmaster.
Right, so we have to find out where this guy comes from and what part does he fit into the story. So,
or fiction.
Yeah, genre. What part of the genre does this Transformer fit into? He's good looking. They did a excellent sculpt on the vehicle.
Yes. And getting a quick or closer look here. Not nice looking jet mode all around. Has the nice translucent red cockpit. And it does have a little bit of purple paint to it to help break up a lot of this
gray.
Gray.
Yeah.
Like a darker gray.
Yeah, gunmetal gray. You could say, kind of.
And on the wings, you do get some Cybertronian symbols, which were from the movies.
Okay.
And from what I heard, or from what I remembered from these Cybertronian symbols, I think these are supposed to represent like the primes from the movies, or something. But he does have a nice Decepticon symbol here on the top.
Zoom in on that. Let's see if we zoom in on that. Yeah.
Although it does have a little bit of chips in it.
Okay.
and it does have a little bit of like brownish color to the plastic on the front here. And here's the side view here. And the other side here. And the back here. I will have to flip it the other way so y'all can get a better look. That does have some more purple on these, like...
Exhaust.
Well...
You say they're exhaust.
Or engine things, if you can call it.
Engine exhaust? Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
And on the bottom, you just have some robot kibble and this, which will be his robot mode head. Yes, he does have visible head syndrome on the bottom.
He has landing gears.
Yes.
And,
and like my dad said, he does have landing gears, which y'all barely saw. And he does, of course, roll really well. And of course, you can retract the landing gears. You can flip up the front ones, and the front ones of the landing gears do fold up on two separate joints here. You can see here. And you can, of course, flip up the back ones up if you want to. So you can have like a cleaner but bottom side jet mode. And all around, he does look really cool. A really nice jet mode. Now, you may have seen on the top here, there's these two ports here. What? And why are these ports here on the top? Well, this is so that you can attach one of the little scout class figure that you do need to buy separately, and that is the Revenge of the Fallen Sky Stalker, because he does have two tabs that attaches on the top of Mindwipe with these two ports here. So in other words, if you want to buy Sky Stalker with this figure, you need to buy him separately to attach him on top of Mindwipe. Which I don't have.
Alright. I gotta say, it looks awesome. Stealthy mode.
Yes.
Fighter. And
one of those.
he would be very hard to detect in nighttime. Very hard, because he would just blend right on into the background. So that's just my opinion. Don't know.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. But as far as his jet mode, it is a 9 out of 10. I like it a lot.
Yes.
Looks really good.
let's get to the transformation. So to start off the transformation, what I would do is take these sides here and untap them from the wings here and these here, just like that. And it does separate, well, the nose cone part of the jet will untap from the cockpit section here. So once you got the front section of the jet untabbed, you do want to take these two front parts and separate them in half and bring them out so they look like this. Then take these and flip these up. And if you want to, these also pull out on these here, if you want to do that. So just like that. Then you're gonna take what will form his legs and rotate them this way. And bring these down so you can have some room for the front part here, or the top part here. So for the top here, take the wings here and untap them from here. And then take this front part here and separate it. And then you just want to bring these up, and these will form his arms. So take these here and extend them out, which will form his elbows, and you're gonna rotate them this way. Then take what will become his waist and rotate it all the way around. Just have to get the legs out of the way. Then take the two back tail fins and bring it up some, so that way you can take this entire back section with the arms and bring it all the way down. And you two want to make sure to open up this part so you can push up the head. And the way I would do it is I would push his head out from back here to make it a lot easier. So bring this around and bring up the head. And also this part here is spring loaded. And bring this all the way back until it locks into place. And for the back tail fins here, you can have them look like this if you want to, but they are on hinge joints here. So you can, if you want to, you can have them look like this, or you can keep them out. However you want to display it, but I like to have them up. So it looks like that. Then rotate his arms down. Then for these things here, you're gonna take these translucent red things and untap them, and they will pop up. And then you're gonna bring them down on these, which will form his hands. All the way around. So it looks like that. Then take these and bring these up, and as you bring them up, that they will lock into place by this orange clip here.
Okay.
Just like that.
Okay.
So do the same thing on the other side. And we're not quite done yet. Well, we're almost done. We're not done yet. Because for the wings, the wings do have some automorph. But what you would do is you would take the wings and flip them back. And as you do that, these orange things on the top will pop up, and these tips of the wings will fold back. Just like that. And like that. And there you have Mindwipe from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen in his robot mode.
Okay. Okay. There's a couple of things that I've seen that I whoa. It's first of all, does it have where his eyes glow?
No.
No.
He doesn't have any glowing eyes.
Yes, I know, but like this right here doesn't light up or anything, his eyes or anything like that. That's just
No.
You know what I'm talking about, where you put a light back here and it shines out front?
Oh, like light piping.
Yes, that's I don't think so. But that's one thing that I just had to ask by looking at it. I don't think he does.
No, he does not.
Okay.
He doesn't have any light piping.
His jet mode is awesome.
But what about the robot mode? What's your thoughts about?
I don't like him, and I'll tell you why. I seriously disagree with the legs. I don't like his legs.
Chicken legs.
Yeah, that's one thing. And then another thing, man, that automorphing could have been done differently, a little bit more better. What are these supposed to be? Spikes? Or
spike things.
I don't understand what they're supposed to be. So, what you're saying is that for the automorph to work, go ahead, let's do this one, get it out of the automorph, just that one. Yeah. Now, that's weird. That's weird. Okay. So, I don't know what that is. I have no idea.
I think it's probably like spikes coming out of it.
I guess so. I mean, it don't represent like a gun or anything. It's just pointed objects coming out of the wings. So I do not know. Y'all may have to educate me on what these are supposed to be. If y'all have this figure, if y'all know what those are that's supposed to be coming out of his wings, because I have no idea. With the automorph, I can tell. Y'all, I know that's a wing. That's a wing. I know what that is. But when you go to automorph it does something else crazy that I have no idea what that is. Now, as far as his automorph weapons, I can see what's going on here. If I'm right, this latch, when you push it, should undo this cockpit, which makes it form a knife, right?
Yes, but
That's what I was thinking.
But we're gonna get to that in a minute.
Okay.
But my thoughts of the robot mode.
I like his head sculpt. I'm sorry, Colton. I'm sorry. Sorry about that, but I didn't mean to cut in. Just one more thing. I like his head sculpt. I like this. This looks good. This looks good. This, no. This, no.
The chicken leg thing.
Yes. Yes. All right, go ahead.
My thoughts for the robot mode. I kind of like it for what it is, except and for me, I do kind of like the automorph thing, but his elbows. We'll get to that for my thoughts of when we get to the articulation. And I also am kind of about the chicken leg thing as well. But getting a closer look at the head sculpt here. I think it's a very nice head sculpt here. Does have some translucent red for the visor. And also, yes, you can clearly see inside his visor, he does have some eyes inside of the visor. That little dot and that little dot, those are his eyes.
Okay.
And he does have some silver paint there. And some red here. And he does also, you can see on his thighs and his arms on the inside here, he does have a little bit more of that brown color to help break up a lot of this gray. It's brown, right?
Brown, like a
because it's not gold plastic. Thank God.
It's not gold plastic, but it's not brown. It's like a tan.
Or a tan.
Yeah, it's like a tannish color.
And he does have that same tannish color on the chest here. and going down to his legs, which I also don't like the chicken leg thing. And going down to his feet here. And here's the side view here. And the back here. And the other side. And all around, I personally think it's a like good-ish robot mode to me, except for the chicken leg thing. And I do, for me, kind of do like the automorph thing, but his elbows, we'll get to that when we get to the articulation, which we will get into right now.
Right now, we'll get off into the articulation. It's not my cup of tea. It's not, I've seen better. This is not, he don't do anything for me. Go ahead.
But it is from the Michael Bay.
I know. It's from a different part of the line altogether.
But for articulation, ball joint at the head, and it does have a hinge joint at the base of the neck as well. Arms can rotate on a soft ratchet. You can hear that. Move in and out. Does have a bicep swivel. And it does have a double jointed elbow. But as you can see, it is kind of limited. If I can kind of get it. There we go. So he does have a double jointed elbow, but as you can see, it is kind of limited due to this part here. And his elbows, to me, are, I mean, they're good. Well, good-ish elbows, but when you try to bend them, they kind of look really off due to this part here getting in the way.
There's too much kibble on the arm.
Yes.
In order for it to do what it needs to do. So, but that's just part of the way they molded it. They made it. So,
yeah. So he does have a double jointed elbow, but it is really limited. But he does have waist swivel all the way around. Legs can go forward, back on a soft ratchet. Move in and out. Thigh swivel. Knee. And I guess you can call this like a ankle moving up and down if you want to. But, and of course you can move the foot itself up and down. But he also, I'm going to have to get a closer look here. He does also have an ankle pivot just a minimum angle pivot. And that's it.
I'm just gonna have to bring it up another time. Some just popped in my head. Anyway.
And he doesn't come with any accessories, but like my dad said, these red things on the bottom of his arms are his accessories. That you can do something with these to have them as knives. And to do that, I'm just going to show y'all one of these. And to do that, these orange lever things, when you hit them...
Yep, that's impressive, alright. Yep.
They pop out as little knives.
Yeah, okay. Yep, that one went just about the same. Does it go all the way to his hand, or is that...
That's as much as it can go.
That's as far as it can go, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Because he doesn't have any articulated hands or fingers. And they look cool. They do look cool. But the way I would do it, the way I do it is, I would like to. Now, this is what I like to do. The instructions, and from other reviewers that I've watched on YouTube, I don't know if some people has done this, but I'm gonna do it in this video. But the way I do it is, I take his hands with these popped out, and I bring them up just some, so they look like this, like he has knife hands protruding out of his arms.
Okay, so literally you just take the fist and you pull it up into the...
Just pull it up some.
Yeah, pull it up some. I got you. Okay.
To kind of look like he has knife hands protruding out of his hands. But that's what I like to do it. To kind of make it a little bit better for me. Do you think it looks kind of better?
Yeah, well, I did. Yeah, I don't.
I did try what I could.
You know, that's just the way that they made it. The way that it's supposed to be molded is supposed to go down like this. Hold on. Yep, like that. So
Yes.
this is the original way it's meant to go.
Yes.
And then this is the alternative.